It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now here's Brunson. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Brunson. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And one thing among many, Doors, that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Good.
That, to me, is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
It's Edwards on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 7 points.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
To the paint. Out to Bridges. New York moving it around. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. And another three for Minnesota.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oh!
My goodness. How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Now, here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. James McDaniels has become an X-factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X-factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Here's Reed. The Knicks making the shot. McDaniels with the ball. Brunson picks him up. From past the arc. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Knicks trailed by 7. Pass to Brunson. Brunson draws the double. Now here's Towns, defended by Gobert. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Anunoby. Misses the 3. Minnesota leading by 7. Up top, Reed. Pass to Randall. Back to Reed. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Anunoby. The kick out to Town. And here is Hart. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
To the middle. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Changes here for the Timberwolves. There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to McBride. Here's Payne. Here's Towns with 1 on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 8.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here's Shannon. Pass to Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the inside. Robinson. The layup missed. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now, Alexander Walker. There's the pick. Back to Miller. Off on the layup. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they got here in the first half.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
And here is DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker with the ball. Back to DiVincenzo. No good there. Knicks trail by 6. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And he drives in. The shot's good from DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter. Payne looking around. Inside. Stolen away. Down low. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. To Payne. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Minnesota making some changes.
For your next Quaker Dance group.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Anunoby in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Timberwolves lead 28-24.
Randall right side. Outside Edwards. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knicks trailed by 4. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. On deep, Brunson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Edwards, no good. Now the Knicks with it. Here's Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson with a clean look. Drills it from outside. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, the high-value three-point shot from the corners. Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
Here's McDaniels. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
On the wing, Anunoby. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Hart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. To the middle. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 10 points.
That is Jalen Brunson showing you how to operate as the ball handler in pick and roll. What a pretty assist.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. And the Knicks making a change here.
First team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. 3-point lead.
Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
And it's top. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest. You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Brunson scanning the floor. A 3. And it's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty 3.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And it's Miller in the corner. Inside. Count it, and the foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
OG Anunoby.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the contest. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
Here's Edwards. Brunson with some nice D. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 2. And Anunoby slams it in.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. DiVincenzo. He has 5. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. 1:36 left in the third. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Shannon. 6 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Payne makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Defensive foul.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. 1:02 left to play in the third. Now here's Payne. He takes it in to the left side wing. Here's Dadier. Reed with the block. They get it back. 5 to shoot. Let's trade. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Minnesota making a switch here. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Payne. And stolen by DiVincenzo.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He's perfect from the line this time. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Hakordi. It's off the run. New York missing again. To the inside. Got it out. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For Minnesota, they had looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The free throw drops for McDaniels. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's Brunson. Bridges outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 8. Lets it go with the 3. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Brunson. Towns wide open. No good from the wing.
all by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
To the paint. And Gobert throws it down.
Boy, that's a dunk we'll see for a while. Rudy Gobert, a little sauce on that one.
Now Brunson. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Towns in the corner. New York moving the ball around. Here's Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And, Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
There's Anthony Edwards. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Miller with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Outside Robinson. And here is Bridges. And Towns throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Back to DiVincenzo. Ingles with the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks.
Now, here's Ingles. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
On deep, Brunson. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Reed has it in the corner. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
Back to Towns. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Randall. Launches a 3. A shot's good on the assist by Engel. Randall's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Towns. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Hit by Reed. Back to Edwards. Over Towns. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 8.
Give it up for him, fans.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Anunoby. That 3 off the mark. And the Timberwolves with possession here.
Second backcourt violation.
Randall no good.